Welcome to Timber Rush, where I need to farm an infinite amount of wood from this tree. Also, I can make an offering to the gods and get 100%. I really have no idea what's going on. We've just jumped straight into it. Our little lumberjack is just chopping at this tree. We've got to collect timber and coins by the looks of it. But we've been chucked straight into a little choice here. So gravitational pull, chance for logs to convert into gold, and fortune's favor, increased chance for higher rarity upgrades. Well, this is purple, so I'm going to assume it's the best, but we do only have 7 seconds left. So let's go for the gravitational pull so we can try and attract as many things as possible. Oh, well, that's our first achievement. First run, complete your first run. The only thing I don't understand is how do we level up? How did we get an upgrade? But here we go, borrow time, increase run duration. We can get up to 2 levels of that, so now we have an extra 4 seconds. And we've unlocked quite a few things. An increased damage, increased gravitational pull, increased value of logs, and increased chance to spawn gold. We'd also have a section here for crew. Don't really know what that's about. Can we upgrade? It costs 5 coins to upgrade. Maybe we should have done that. Let's jump straight back into the forest. So I think it might be best for us to just sit here for a little bit until a couple of coins spawn in. And let's increase our gold value. Let's quickly go here. Okay, we got 12 logs, 3 coins. Not great. We head back to the upgrades. Okay, so these upgrades seem to cost logs, but in our crew, these ones cost coins. So let's get an upgrade. Oh, that really doesn't do a lot. 1 upgrade point takes our damage from 10 to 10.5 and increase the damage dealt by the player by 15% for 10 logs. We also have a dash ability, increased chop speed, critical strike chance, and value of logs. Lots of good little upgrades that will come in handy later, but right now, we just need our little bloke to do a lot more chopping. And it does look like things slowly despawn, which is not fun. Alright, but we're doing a lot more damage, collecting a decent amount more timber. I think we definitely need to increase the value of our collected logs. Let's increase the run duration. And whenever we can, let's just buy an upgrade point to increase our axe damage. Oh wow, we got really lucky here. Okay. Increased chance for higher rarity, increased chest spawn rate, chance to double log value. Let's just do 10% chance to double the log value. I don't think we're going to get much benefit from anything else, to be honest with you. But we did collect 28 logs, so that seemed to be pretty good. Over in the skill tree, I think I do just want to max out our time, give ourselves an extra 10 seconds, put the rest into our log value. So every time we hit and collect a log, we're just getting more from it. Ooh, what's this? Drone collector. Okay, so he is a bit slow. He will just start collecting everything over this side of the field though. I'm not going to complain because that allowed us to get just a little bit more. We got 43 logs and 11 gold, and we unlocked the iron-bound axe. So surely, if we just quickly head over here, we can switch this guy over. Oh, we need to buy it. Let's max out the value of our collected logs plus 125%. I do just hate the fact that these logs despawn and I've got to run back to the tree. All right, but 53 logs, another 8 coins. I might just save up until we get 50 coins and we can buy the next axe for ourselves. All right, and there we go. With this last run, we should be good to head over. There we go. And buy our iron-bound axe for another achievement. Big spender, spend 50 gold. Now we have got this equipped. It costs 25 to upgrade, but we do have damage, critical chance, and critical damage upgrades. So it is already just that much better. So we're instantly going 40% increase to our chop speed. Because if we just jump in, look at that. We are chopping so much faster. It just means 40% more everything. Oh, we're looking very rich. That is for sure. So I'm starting to understand this game a bit more. But we did make 112 in that single go. So let's max our chopping speed, max out our damage, because that's really cheap. But I am just already loving how much more wood is being dropped out. The increased damage, the increased speed. Yeah, everything's sort of working together really well. And you can tell there's a big difference in the last few runs because we're hitting level 4 with like 10 seconds to go. Like almost 150 wood, 15 gold. The runs are just getting bigger and bigger. So let's quickly head here. Let's upgrade that. I think I just want to put it into damage for now. We can also just afford to unlock the dash ability. Okay, so it's nothing too crazy, but it is nice to just have some extra movement. All right, that dash has done so much. We've hit level 5, which is kind of pointless, but we managed to get over 200 wood. So another achievement and over 200 wood. We're absolutely pumping through, but we have unlocked the goblin. Our goblin has just increased movement speed and increased gold value. So we need to save up 100 gold to get him unlocked. I think what we need to focus on is just increased value of logs, because that will make everything in the future easier to get. We'll also massively increase our gold spawn chance up to 25%. So it should just make it that much easier for us to get that gold that we need to get the goblin. Okay, but I'm not passing up this. It's just massive increase to our chop speed. Like, look at that. That does just mean more gold and more wood, so it's definitely worthwhile. There we go, another achievement, log collector. Collect 1,000 logs, 287 and 25 gold that run. So I'm just going to keep going until we save up that 100 gold so we can unlock the goblin. Yeah, there we go, 107. So we can head to the crew, we can unlock the goblin, and that's just more stats for us now. We are looking pretty strong. Not to mention, we almost have 1,200 of our wood, and I think kind of just want to put this all into our gold gain. I didn't realize how expensive that was, but we have a 1% chance to turn logs into gold, which is nice. We should be making a lot of gold. I don't really know what to upgrade, so I'm sort of just upgrading our swing speed. But look at this little goblin go. He is an absolute unit of a goblin. I've never seen such a strong goblin. But we should be easily making like what, 300 wood if I had to guess. Look at that, 64 gold. But either way, let's max out that gold value and let's start working on increasing that radius for the magnet. I really do miss those drones. You don't really realize how good they are until you don't have them. So I would love if there is a permanent drone that we can unlock at some point in the future. There you go. We look pretty consistent on our runs, around 300 wood and around 60 gold. But over in our skill tree, I think we want to work on our chance to automatically collect, but we probably should just quickly finish off some of these, like reduce our dashing cooldown, get some extra movement speed, because they are a little cheaper. We have now maxed out our iron-bound axe. We still have coins to go, so we are doing very, very good. Now, there is the increased chance for higher rarity upgrades. We've got that there, we've got that here, but personally, I'm not that interested in it right now. But let's quickly max out the chance for critical strike, already up to 10%. And we can increase our chopping range up to 45%, which does make quite a big difference. Now let's see what difference that makes. But we are getting a crazy amount more wood from this tree every time we swing. The extra damage really does do a lot. 430 wood, 100 coins. Yeah, we're looking very, very nice. Let's max out that chop range, max out that critical damage multiplier. You can see these critical strikes, they actually do quite a bit of damage. I've just increased their chance up to like a 40%. 90 damage on a critical strike, and there is a lot of timber that comes flying out. 550 from a single run. And we've unlocked the new axe. Oh my god. So our crits dealt 1,200, whereas our regular damage only dealt 640. Okay, that is very, very good. But our new axe costs 500. We do lose out a bit on damage and critical damage, but we can upgrade it. So we'll get that back pretty quickly. But first things first, drone collector has been added. And starting off with a drone will just save me so much time, especially when we instantly get a second drone from our little upgrades here. Big run there, 650 and 100. Every run just seems to be getting that much better. But we can max out that chance to automatically collect our logs. And by the end of this run, we will be pretty rich. We almost got 800 wood from that single one. I want to put it all into our drone movement speed, because I love the fact that we have a drone. We start off with one, and they're now 50% faster, which means they'll just collect more often. But after this run, we'll definitely be able to afford the new axe, which should also increase how much damage we're able to do by quite a bit, I would hope. There we go, 500, 100, not amazing, but it is still enough for us to come over to here and increase that chance and increase the chest spawn chance. But now let's buy the spiked war axe for another achievement. First purchases, purchase 3 items. Now every upgrade here costs 100 coins. That doesn't actually seem that bad. we need to reach the swamp biome, which I'm assuming just means we need to hit the tree like another 200 times. Or maybe that means we need to collect like another 200 coins. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I'm not gonna lie. But we're just gonna keep going until we get that unlocked. And you know what? Let's actually just grab this reroll here so we get a free reroll on every level up. But we can come over and upgrade our axe 3 times to increase the damage up to 19. So it is already way stronger. Oh, and there we go. That's what we have to get. Sorry. 1,000 logs in a single run. Which makes sense. That's actually a pretty reasonable thing for it to ask. So I think the best way to do that is to increase the value of logs. Increasing the drone movement speed will also help us just actually make sure we're collecting everything. So we just need to try and beat 798. We are already looking very good on breaking that 1,000. Yeah, we've done it. We have most definitely done it. We've actually smashed it. Swamp Explorer, unlocked the swamp level, another achievement, and special logs, which I don't know what that is. So special logs, they can just spawn during runs and have unique effects. It's free. I'm getting it. Lightning logs, high immediate damage. Magma logs, dealing burning over time. Golden logs, double gold. Arcane, double XP. Graviton, collects all logs and gold. And crystal, which freezes the timer. Okay, so those are all pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I am looking forward to having at least some of them. So now let's just max out our damage up to 225%. We can't afford much more, but I did want to try heading to the swamp. A sprawling swamp overflowing with strange growth and endless wood to harvest. And I'm a big fan of this dash. I feel like it's actually doing so much for us. Like, we're only halfway through our timer. We've already collected 1,000 logs. Yeah, the swamp is treating us very good. Like, look how many logs are flying out around the screen. This is actually insane. 2,800 logs from a single run. Oh my god, the swamp is overpowered. We can get another 10 seconds on our run clock. That is huge. We can also get another 10% for higher upgrade rarity and upgrade our axe to max out that damage at 21. 10 seconds extra will actually go a long way. So maybe let's hope for like 4,000. That would be just absolutely insane. All right, well, if that doesn't show how important the upgrade choices are, we like doubled how many coins we made, but we made the exact same amount of wood. Now we do have almost 3,000, and I think I'm going to put that into maxing out our chance for higher level upgrades. Will increase our chest spawn rate too. So I'm definitely going to focus on our log collection upgrades here. If I don't see anything that I'm like, oh yeah, that's good, like here, we're going to reroll. And more power. The power is going to go a long way because that just means more logs. Oh, and there's another achievement. Damage dealer. Deal 50,000 damage. We're kind of pumping through the achievements. We've already got 20%, so we're really not doing too bad. All right, and that was a great run. We actually hit over 5k wood. You know what? Let's increase the run duration at another few seconds, and let's just increase our chance for logs to convert into gold by 1%. We're sort of closing in now on the end. It might be worth starting to save up 5,000 to start getting some special logs. All right, another 5,000 later, back to upgrades. You know what? I think I'm just going to get the Stormwood. It just sounds cool. I love lightning in like any game I play. So that's the first one we're going to have unlocked. Oh, and we have unlocked another Lumberjack. I don't know when that happened. But the Orc increases our damage by 10. We lose that movement speed and gold value bonus. It does cost 1,000 though, so I guess we can save up for it. And we have to get it anyway. So, oh, and there we go. That is our first little bit of lightning, and that is heavy hit. Deal 1,000 damage in a single hit. So that just shows how much those special logs are going to do for us. Oh, and here we go. We also get upgrades for them. Increase their damage by 25%. Now, I didn't actually see, was it something that I collected or did it just randomly happen? Oh no, there it is. Okay, they do spawn as actual logs. That's good to know. But 9,000 we managed to get there. We hit like 3 of these logs and dealt like 4,500 damage. So they are absolutely insane. So it might be worth just unlocking every single one. So I'm going to unlock the Magma logs because I like damage over time as well. We still have 4,800, so let's max the chance for logs to convert into gold. Let's max out our gravitational pull, and let's get a level here to increase the upgrade rarity by 20%. Let's head back to the swamp and let's see what the magma one looks like. If we get so lucky as to actually find it. Oh, there we go. So the magma does like 285 in ticks. It looks like it does 5 ticks of 285, which is actually kind of nice. Oh, well, it's up to 400 now. So when we get these special logs, we deal so much damage. There we go. Another achievement. Level 10. Reach level 10. I kind of don't have words. We're just like pumping through the game right now. But these special logs definitely have made a massive difference. And I mean, after this run, I think we're going to be able to get like every special log unlocked. Because we should very easily hit 23k. And I'm pretty sure we only needed to get 4 more. Let's head back here. Golden Timber unlocked. Arcane Bloom unlocked. Graviton Core unlocked. And Crystal Growth unlocked. All the special logs have now been unlocked, which should help us out a whole bunch. The extra damage should mean just that much more. I love the increase to our damage, getting those early on. Already, we've got Golden Timber and Arcane Boom giving us bonuses to our gold and experience gain. I'm sort of just clicking the upgrades. We're getting level ups that quickly. Crystal Growth, I'm pretty sure, freezes time. We are up to 4 drones as well. So we don't really have to be doing much collecting here. I'm just seeing things pop up on the screen just constantly left and right. We made 15,000. We got 650 gold. We've unlocked the robot. He costs 12,500 though. Ooh, drone speed and drone count increase would go kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, let's get Ruby Riches, which unlocks rubies worth 50 times more than gold. And here we go. Strong Star guarantees high rarity on first level up. Those should just help us progress a little bit quicker. Max out our Deadly Precision to increase our critical strike chance just a little bit. Now here, what do we need? 250,000 in a single run. That is a lot of logs. I definitely want to work on getting this power increase, because that is just how we're making more and more money. There we go. That's another achievement. Magma Mastery, deal 25,000 magma damage. I thought that would have been like a very late achievement. The magma is definitely my favorite though. That is dealing just so much damage and popping logs everywhere. There's another one. Specialist, collect 50 special logs. We are absolutely pumping through achievements now. So looks like it's going to be a 40,000 log run, 1,350 coins, and we've unlocked the Midas Axe. That seems like it's going to be very nice for us. But let's quickly max out the chance to automatically collect logs up to 25%. Increase our critical chance up to 16%. Let's spend 2,500 to get another reroll. Max out the magma log chance, because that is definitely my favorite. I didn't realize there was a cooldown though, so that is something new to know. Over in the crew, it costs 5,000 for the Midas Axe. We lose our crit chance and our crit damage and our damage bonuses, but we do get a chop speed, gold value, and gold spawn chance increase. So it does seem like it might be worth our time. Let's just see how well we can go this run, especially with our magma logs now spawning in way more often. I'm feeling pretty good. All right, well, this is definitely going to be our best run yet. We're already up to 70,000, and it's looking like it's only going to increase. I reckon we might even, if we're lucky, hit that 100,000. Oh yeah, 100%. Oh my God, we absolutely smashed this run. Almost 110,000. The lightning, the magma did so much for us. Wow, this game is ramped up just out of nowhere super quick. Let's max out that critical strike damage up to 200% by the Midas Axe. Let's max out the chance for lightning, for our golden logs, arcane logs, and we'll get a level on the magnet logs. Definitely think maxing out all their spawn chances will be huge. You can see already rubies are flying out like crazy. So we should be making a lot of money now. 4,600 already. Oh, gold is just not going to be an issue for us in this run anymore. We've almost made 10,000 gold in a single run. We very easily will. The only thing is, this run was not very good for dealing more damage. I haven't been lucky with my upgrades. There we go. 25k of our wood, 24k of our gold. That should be enough here to quickly max out the magnetic pulse and get a level for the crystal log chance. But we can come here. We can get the robot, which now gives us an extra drone and increased drone speed. 12 levels to the Midas Axe to massively increase our damage. And we can also increase the chop speed up by, what was that, 25%? Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, that is already making such a big difference. Oh my god. There we go. Another decent run. So much gold. It is actually insane. Like, we can instantly max out the Midas Axe and we still have 12,000 gold for us to spend. Definitely get another chance for the crystal log to drop in. And apart from that, our 6,000 logs is definitely not even enough for us to afford anything. You know what that means? We just got to jump back in. We just got to keep on going. There really is no other options for us right here. Another decent run. We're just not getting those big runs that we had like a while ago. I don't know how we managed to pull like the 200,000. That's fine. I'm not going to get mad. Not just yet, at least. So we've now maxed out the spawning chance for every single type of log. We'll get another 20% increase to the value of logs. And there we go. Another additional drone collector will be huge. That costs 25k. But apart from that, man, everything's getting very expensive. And I feel like I'm not progressing at the same speed. Because with the way everything seems to be going, we should eventually just level up and start dealing a whole bunch more damage. I did just realize it only costs 250 and like, you know, slightly increasing amounts of gold to re-roll. So if I get bad ones, I have my free re-rolls, but I can also just go ahead and pay. I don't need to worry about wasting gold when I have this much gold spare. Yeah, because there we go. We're up to 56k and that wasn't even that good of a run. So it definitely does make a bit of a difference. Let's get another drone. I'm definitely at a stage of this game where things are going crazy. It's so nice when you just have like a whole bunch of these special logs going at once. You just deal so much damage. Like, this is going to be a 90,000 log run. And I really didn't increase much. But we have unlocked a dwarf. Massive increase to crit chance and crit damage. So you know what? I'm just going to move my way down and get every single one as they come across. Let's increase the run duration by another 3 seconds. Alright, well, this seems to be going pretty well so far. We've already started off just making a whole bunch of money. Oh, and that's another achievement. 1 million, deal a million damage. Yeah, things definitely are ramping up. I feel like we're going to make a lot of wood this run. This is a very, very big run, though. I didn't notice just how good it is. Oh, that's another achievement chest. Hunter, collect 10 chests. We made 175,000 wood in a single run. That is nuts. We've unlocked the Frostbite Axe. 20 damage, 8 crit chance, 185 crit damage, and a 2.5 increase to the crystal duration. And it's a 1.5 damage increase every time we level it up. So that is definitely something that I like to see. Increase our experience gain by 100%. Because by doing that, it just basically means we have a way better chance of getting better upgrades just more often. And that will make a big difference for how long these runs go and how much money we're able to make. There we go, another achievement. Critical mass land, 500 critical hits. We are going achievement hunting right now, but there is nothing better than these magma logs. They are just absolutely carrying this run. We just make so much from them. It's insane. There we go. Almost another 100k. Things are looking very good for us. Now, I think it would be worth increasing the magma damage 30%. You know what? Let's get another 20% on the lightning damage too. Gain bonus damage for each level reached in the run. That's actually insane. I have glossed over that. I definitely need to go look at that soon. We are making good amounts of money. We are dealing lots and lots of damage now with that increase on our lightning and our magma. Should be like another relatively easy 100,000, I would hope. There we go, 102,000, just barely scraped over it, but that is fine. All right, and I said I wanted to work a little bit on this section over here because I had forgotten about it. No, this one first. Knowledge is power, another 4% increase. And there you go, look, extra damage for each active drone. There's just a few upgrades like that I've just sort of glossed over that could just, you know, majorly increase how much we're getting. All right, massive run, 160,000 logs. Things are looking up for us. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, here we go. Increasing the amount of damage we get, 10% per level is actually going to do so much for us. Let's also get another 15% damage. Ooh, unlocks crew members when we hit 250,000 logs in a single run. Doesn't seem too far off. But let's go another run. Whoa, everything just spawning right at once is so nice. Definitely, though, want to focus on this felling power. Oh my god, another achievement. Log harvester. Collect 1 million logs. Alright, we've got lots of upgrades here to our felling power and to our critical chance. Our whole thing's just looking great. Like, we're dealing 5k damage per tick on the magma. Like, this is going to be an easy 200,000, surely. Oh, come on, just take me there. No, 196. We were so close. And 200,000 is almost enough that we can max that out. But another 40% damage we'll get because we always have 2 drones. All right, well, this might be the run. We have 30 seconds left. We're already up to 190,000. All those little percentages just add up like crazy. We're about to hit 500,000. Not only did we hit the 250k that we needed, we've absolutely smashed it. And we're going to keep going past. There is a good chance we get close to 1 million here just because I've been missing some obvious upgrades. Which, you know, it is really rough to see, but there we go. That's 2 achievements. Runner, complete 50 runs. Graveyard Wanderer, unlock the graveyard. Oh, sorry, unlock the cemetery. We've also unlocked the Arcane Crescent Axe, the cemetery, and crew assembled. That's a lot of different things. But let's, you know, increase the bonus damage for each active drone. Let's increase the damage up to 25% for each special log type we've unlocked. And let's get another 10% damage per crew member. And while we're here, let's also just max out the damage dealt by the player and unlock crew members there. Oh my god, things are just happening. But over in the crew, what the hell are we doing with crew members? I'm not too sure, but the Arcane Crescent Axe, 500,000 gold. So I think I'm going to stick with the Frostbite Axe for now. But the crew all just says unlocked in skill tree. Oh, because right there it says adds an additional lumberjack. All right, well, let's try and save up. Well, let's head to the cemetery first. Let's try and save up the 300,000 to get a new crew member, which will be lovely. Before we stress too much about that, let's get a chance to double log value. Yeah, so this run definitely highlighted how different runs can be between if you just don't get the right upgrades. That was shocking. But either way, let's just max out the value of logs. And I'm just going to keep going until we get the 400k that we need to work towards getting another crew member, because I really do think that that will do a whole lot for us. And we were definitely lucky enough because we still have 10 seconds to go and we are very, very easily past 1 million. We actually might even get to like 1.5. That is insane. That is so much. So that is enough to get another crew member and another achievement. First recruit, unlock your first recruit. Now what can we do? We can increase the crew damage by 300%, increase their chop speed by 40%. So can we choose who this guy is? Like, can we make you... Oh, we can. Oh my god. So we can be the dwarf and we can make this guy the robot. That is insane. So if we head back here, we also get the added bonus of another little drone. Oh my god, this is awesome. Now our crew damage is definitely low compared to how much we do, but it is nice to just have some extra damage. 340,000 though, not too bad at all. And we should definitely work on increasing like the lightning damage, the duration of the gold log, the duration of the arcane. Definitely get some duration of the crystal too. I kind of completely forgot about all these upgrades, so this is nice to get. All right, this is another big run. We should definitely make over 1 million wood here. It's kind of insane to me just how much of a difference it makes when you just get the right upgrades. Like if I focus more on the felling power and the brutal impact, like our crit chance, our crit damage, our value of logs, chance for double logs, like we so easily just make so much wood from a single run. We can create chained lightning bolts that auto collect logs, reduce the magma log cooldown. We can increase their duration. When the magma effect expires, create an explosion dealing high damage. We can reduce the cooldown of lightning logs down to 4 seconds, increase the chain value by 300%, and increase the chain count up to 8. So that'll be doing a lot of auto collecting for us. We've run out of money, but that should do so much for us already. Like here, bonus damage for each active drone. Yeah, let's get that going. And oh my god, it's like very hard to see, but when I collect the lightning log, things go insane. Like, absolutely insane. Ooh, knowledge is power. Yes, please. Like, just look at the constant jumping around that the lightning chain does. I don't even know if it's actually, like, doing anything useful, but I love seeing it. But it seems like with these upgrades, we should very easily break, like, 2 million wood here. I would be pretty comfortable saying. There we go. Another achievement. Deal 100,000 damage in a single hit. That had to be our lightning, right? 100,000 damage is insane, though. I don't even know what to say. Let's just try and max these out, though. Reduce the cooldown of arcane. Magnet logs pull in chests. They also pull in special logs and potions. Let's reduce the cooldown down to 10 seconds. Reduce the cooldown of the crystal down to 15 seconds. Increase the gold value 300%. Increase the gold spawn to 345. Chance to double log value. Increase the run duration up to 30 seconds. Alright, well, I've had a great run here doing the knowledge is power upgrades and just increasing our base felling damage. We're dealing so much already. Like, things are going insane. I have spent a lot of gold to do so, but I feel like it's worth spending gold when we are just making this much wood. Like, I should be easily hitting like 2.5 million wood this run. Oh, but there we go. Another achievement. Reach level 20. That is insane. I can't believe how things are progressing. You know what? Let's just basically make it 4 mil. Because why not? Let's get another lumberjack friend. Let's increase their crit chance up to 10% and their crit damage 125%. Increase our run duration up to 35 seconds. And I should probably just go over here next time to make sure that drone collectors can collect chests and special logs and potions. So if we hit 1.6 mil, that is definitely where I want to move to. All right, there we go. 1.8 mil. Wasn't a great run, but that's fine because our drones can now collect chests and our special logs, which is going to save me a lot of running around. Now I can basically just sit at the tree and I won't have to do anything. All right, and this run's already off to a great start. We've got massive increase to our felling power. Things are just feeling really good. All right, yeah, well, something just went absolutely off in this run. I have spent a lot of gold to try and like make sure that I'm getting the right upgrades for myself, but we're already up to 12.5 mil. We still have 30 seconds left. So, you know, it's just one of those runs where things just worked out really, really well. There you go, 27 into the flames, unlock the wildfire level. Not only did we unlock the wildfire, we also unlocked magma blade and potion brewing. Let's make 30% of our damage go to those guys. We still have 25 mil. And I think I'm just going to get auto-collected logs have a chance to be worth double because that's 25 mil, one and done. But we can also unlock potions that drop during runs and grant temporary powerful buffs. We got the battle brew doubling damage, the precision tonic to double crit chance, the rage elixir doubling critical strike damage, but for 50 mil adds another option when leveling up. I really like the sound of that. We get a straight minute 25 in the wildfire level. 5 levels combined on this first one, so I definitely think we want to reroll. Let's get hefty timber to increase the value by 300%. And anytime I see felling power, it's what I'm going to go for. Unless I have those upgrades like this one, knowledge is power. But the runs being so long just feels so weird. Because like we started off on what, like a 10-15 second run? And now we're here in the wildfire and we've got like a minute and a half. Yeah, it's kind of just nuts how this game can progress so quickly. But hey, 25 mil from a single run is really not that bad. Make that 27.5 and lucky 10. Somehow we reached a luck of 10. I think I might just try and finish off this path as far down as I can. Bonus attack speed, bonus crit chance, bonus crit damage. Increase our crew damage of 525%. Increase their chop speed up to 90%. So the goblin can go crazy with the arcane crescent while we move forward with the magma blade. Honestly, this should do a whole lot for us. Ooh, learning curve. 30 times experience gain is absolutely nuts. All right, but we've gotten a few levels to increase the value of the logs that we collected and a few levels to increase the damage that we're doing. So things are looking good. Let's get a massive increase to the value of logs again. Massive increase to our experience gain. Now, I really would love the ones that the knowledge is power. They are just absolutely insane. So I might just do a few rerolls. Oh, here we go. 28% increase the damage. times 3 for each of these guys. This should be an easy over 100 million log thing. It might even get us to 200 million because we just keep getting massive increases to our felling power. Like, how much is this lightning dealing? 3.6 million damage. 600 million logs from a single run. We've unlocked Ent. I don't know who Ent is, but we can head to the crew. Goblin, we can switch you out with the dwarf. We've skipped over this guy for the chop speed, but we can move over here. Log value, lightning damage, and magma damage have all been increased. But we can also head over to our axes. This magma blade, quite a few. I think we can actually max it out. Yeah, we can max it out. We can also unlock diamonds, convert logs into gold, double gold value, increase the chance to spawn diamonds, increase our run duration by another 5 seconds, increase the chest reward options, increase the leveling up reward options, guarantee the highest legendary rarity on our first level up, increase the overall rarity, increase our log value, get some more rerolls. We are pretty much done with the game. Let's just unlock the potions though. Let's get a battle brew, let's get a precision, and let's get a rage elixir. But quickly come back over here. Let's get our final crew member. For crew assembled, unlock all crew members. Can also just increase the chop speed, get some critical strike chance and some critical strike damage. But we are officially broke again, which is kind of upsetting. So let's head back to wildfire. On the bright side, we have made just a whole bunch of coins. I've sort of given up on collecting like really good things. So we still made like a decent amount. It's just I didn't get knowledge is power. And that is, I think, the most overpowered upgrade for us to get. So it just makes life a little bit difficult when that doesn't come through. Can't always get what you want. That was still 100 million, which is enough for us to max out our crew stuff. It is also enough for us to start getting some increases here, like increasing the chance to spawn a battle brew. All right, well, we are definitely doing very well in this run already because I have so many levels put into our felling power. Like, we're up to 150,000 times damage. I think that was like a 50 million hit there from our lightning. 24 million. But that's another achievement. Log Tycoon, collect 1 billion logs. Well, now we do have a whole minute left and we are making just a whole bunch of logs. So it might be worth trying to work towards getting our swing speed up on one of these next few runs, because that is something we need both for an achievement and to start unlocking the last few characters and axes. But hey, there we go. Titan hit, deal 100 million damage in a single hit. I don't know where that happened, where that came from. I'm not going to complain though. But I do think with all this money that we have, it might just be enough for us to finish this skill tree. I mean, we're up to like 10 billion. Surely this is enough, right? All right, well, there we go. 31 billion wood and 2 billion gold later. We've unlocked the Celestial Axe and Golem. I don't know what the requirement for that was. Definitely wasn't chop speed though. So let's buy the Celestial Axe for another achievement, Celestial Power. Try and buy all the upgrades. We cannot, sadly, but we can max out that damage to 150. Can also get that chop speed up, which we are most definitely going to need. Crew damage from player up to 60%. Attack speed from player up to 25%. Crit chance up to 35%. And crit damage up to 64%. That actually was so expensive. But we can also get here chance to automatically collect chopped logs up to 45%. And they do have a chance to be double. Also, massive increases to our power, our fortune seems to be the last one there, our double chance and our base value. So maybe it's worth actually working on maxing these out real quick. But hopefully one more good run and we should pretty much be back where we were. Knowledge's power is huge. I think this run is pretty much set in stone to be good. Now I am looking for something that just, increases my attack speed. So I'm going to try and put my money into that wherever I can, because we need up to 7, because that gives us an achievement, but it also unlocks another character, and we need to unlock all the characters. That is quite important. But when we can't, let's just get some felling power. There we go. Our chop speed is officially over 5, which is big, because hopefully just one more upgrade should get it over 7, which is what we need. We do have money. There we go. It's now up to 8. Look how fast we are swinging. That's all I needed. We are also up to 18 swings per second. You know what? Let's make that 28. It's just giving us the option, so it's just pretty fun to go for. And let's get our felling power up to over 1 million. We are up to over 60 billion here. That is just actually insane. There we go. We finished off with 140 billion, but another achievement, fast hands, reach 5 attacks per second. We've got the chainsaw axe and the elf now unlocked. So let's buy the golem first of all. We need the golem. We need the celestial axe. Let's max out the potions, reduce the cooldown, increase the length, reduce the cooldown, increase the length. Still have 136 billion. Chance to double log value goes up to 50%. And it really does just come down to these crazy expensive upgrades now. So I'm just going to keep grinding because it really doesn't feel like I can do much else other than that. There we go. It's another achievement. Chess Master, collect 100 chests. I'm looking for these big upgrades that we need and they're just not appearing. So it has been pretty rough for me to start working towards those billions and billions that we were getting before. All right, and it doesn't look like we have to wait too much longer in all honesty because yeah, we're in the hundreds of billions already. Things just sort of started taking a turn and don't really know what changed. I guess I just got a few lucky felling power upgrades, but there we go. Level 40, reach level 40. Things are looking up for us. There we go. Another achievement, log overload, collect 1 trillion logs. I am also hoping that this like 5 trillion that we're going to end off with is enough to basically finish off this skill tree. I don't think it will be, but a man can dream, right? Yeah, that's a crazy run. 5.55 trillion. It's still not enough to max this out. Let's get a massive increase to the value of collected logs up to 925%. Let's also max out the chance to double the log value and increase the damage dealt. We are kind of close. That's only like what, 2.5 trillion. This is going to be 2.5 trillion. So that's 5 trillion. And after that, we just got this 1 quadrillion and then we're done. We're 31 out of 33. So we need to deal over 100 trillion damage. No, 100 billion damage in a single hit and unlock and max everything. So surely we're kind of working towards that right now. All right, we have been absolutely pumping money into our felling power here. We're dealing billions and billions of damage, but I still don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh my god, wait, it is. Godlike hit, deal 100 billion damage in a single hit. Oh, this has been rough, man. I didn't think we were gonna get it done, but we have. We should very easily as well make that 5 trillion that we need. Hopefully we can make a good chunk of the way towards that quadrillion that we needed, because that seems a little more troublesome. Although we are doing very well. We keep getting felling power upgrades. We're already up to we're up to half a quadrillion. Oh, we're so getting this done. Oh my god, I didn't expect this to take one run. I thought it'd take a little bit longer. But hey, I'm not gonna complain because I'm pretty tired. It's like 3 a.m. I've been doing this for like 3 hours. I think $3.48 quadrillion is enough for us to get our final achievement, Master of Skills. Max out the skill tree and all the nodes. The offering is accepted. You may rest now, Lumberjack. Thank God. And if there's any other games that you want me to play, just leave me a comment, tell me what you want. But either way, that was Timber Rush, 100% completed. And I hope you enjoy.